Welcome to the show. This is Fantasy Overwatch Underground, and we're in the off season. Hey, just a quick warning. There are going to be some spoilers here, particularly those leaked by Halo of Thoughts. So if you are not here and not wanting to know what has been leaked but not officially announced by teams, please close the video now and, don't come back for a little while. This channel is going to have some off-season spoilers, and that if these things are out in the public, I would like to provide some analysis on them. So, without further ado, let's get to it. This is Fantasy Overwatch Underground, where I give you mediocre Overwatch analysis and terrible production value, but we're going to follow some of the storylines and look at some clips that I am not seeing elsewhere out there. And today, as the offseason gets heating up, I'm going to talk about one Proper. Halo has leaked that he is being picked up by the San Francisco Shock, and I want to show you a few clips, give you some knee-jerk reactions to what I think of the move, particularly based on his level of play. Proper is somebody who does not really need an introduction. Usually on this channel, I am giving some kind of counter opinion or independent thought that doesn't quite follow the mainstream. But in this case, I'm all aboard the hype train. I just want to show you why I'm aboard the hype train rather than blindly jumping on. So, the Shock, with picking up Proper, they seem to be mixing some of the old from their previous rosters with Violet and Super definitely returning. I think that's all they've announced for sure so far. But they also have a few more pickups from O2 Blast, Proper being the biggest one. So, let's get to it. Clip number 1. This clip comes from Season 1 of 2021 Korean Contenders. This is the finals matchup where O2 Blast is playing against Talon. And you'll see here on 0.5 speed that Proper is on the Genji. This is a Nano Blade play where his flex support Finn gives him the Nano and he chops away at the Orisa, at the Baptiste, and then back across to the Orisa again. And overall, as we speed things up and get through, he cleans things up on the back end, taking down attack. So, if we give some context here, Talon is up 1-0. O2 Blast is looking to even the score. And as you may or may not have seen, they actually won this series. So, Proper himself on the Genji, somewhat surprising. We're starting on a hero that he's not exactly most known for, but that he still plays at a top tier. So, at the beginning of the clip, we saw Attack, the off-tank for Talon, have the first pick on Junbin. So they are now up 6v5. There's a minute left on the clock here as O2 Blast is down 2-0. They've finally built up that Nanoblade combination. It's been a little while. Struggling on point A attack, but as we proceed here, they're down 5v6, and you'll see that Kellen, the main tank of Talon, drops Bongo. And this is right as Proper is dropping Nanoblade. I think that Talon saw it coming. This is something that O2 Blast thought, you know what, 5v6, we can Nanoblade this. So, Proper dashes in and essentially takes out the Bongo to cancel out that ult. He sees the healing up on the screen for Kellen, and he has saved his dash. So as he chops down, he immediately jumps up to Vigilante, who either there's a good call out or he saw that coming, and the Nanoblade is out. So Kellen's been hacked, and he lays on the damage. In the meantime, if you're checking the kill feed, there has been a lot of other deaths. Basically, this, the pressure here was enough for Proper to take out Baptiste and for his team to help with the cleanup here. The mechanics post-Blade are awesome as he jumps in on attack. Very nice dash, melee, deflect kill. All in all, he is that kind of Genji who can see 2 or 3 steps into the future. Particularly my favorite part is the dash on Vigilante. Knows the range of the Genji blade. The slashing time is very good, and hey, that's some top tier Genji play. Maybe not the single best you ever saw, but I like that out of a Genji player. Still from Season 1, back much earlier in the year, we see him on the Echo. Echo I consider to be one of his best heroes, and in this play, as you see they're up 3-2 in the finals, and they are in overtime on attack. This is crunch time if I ever saw it, and Proper lights up the kill feed. Even watching on 0.75 speed, watching them have the fight, the title-winning fight here, it's really hard to catch everything that happens. Maybe I'm just slow. Maybe Proper is that good. So if we back up to the beginning of this clip, they're taking the high ground on the right side, taking a little bit of damage. He's up against Develop. This is before Develop got called up to the Shanghai Dragons. Very, very good hit scan player who, you know, he never really played for Shanghai except maybe a map or two. But he got called up, developmental player. So he's taking some damage from Develop from the low ground. As he takes that first shot, he is already hiding into the cover from the tree. I don't see a lot of Echo players do that, but he is very smartly using the cover. However, you can see attack is right there coming to get him. The healing that in support that he's getting from from Vindime is very nice. So the heals are there. His health is going up. I'm going to slow it down even further to 0.5x. He's getting the heals and the Diva's attacking, and he has saved his shift hover ability so that right when the Diva comes up, he is able to dodge, and he immediately lands his stickies, his left clicks, and attack is burned down instantaneously. That counterplay is amazing. What you may have missed through all that too is as he is destroying attack, he's getting frozen by Heesang. Heesang is jumping off, and as he is jumping off, he lands 3 left clicks on him, and nearly kills him and forces out the ice block. And Heesang is helpless. Like he's helpless out of position, and off screen Proper quickly cleans him up. So not only did he effectively bait the other team, he landed some sick left clicks, some sick right clicks, used shift to perfectly dodge an incoming Diva, and a smart use of cover. So hey, what more can you ask for? Clutch play to win the playoffs. Proper is the man. Next, we're on to Season 2. This was recent, I forget, within the last week or two. I apologize for the stream quality. At the beginning of the series, it was just bad on there, and they eventually fixed it. Props to the production side, but here the stream production is quite awful. So here we have the first-person view of Chorong, the main support for Talon, who are once again playing O2 Blast in the final. Chorong is an extremely good support, main support. You'll see at the very start of this clip, he lands a heal onto Otto. His hit scan Ash back there. Just make note of Otto's positioning. We'll need this for later. Chorong lands a very nice whip shot onto Proper. That blur right over there. Once again, sorry for the production quality here. And he, after landing that, he wants to put some pressure on. So he jumps down and still lands his left click, but this is into a trap. So even though the point of view changes, Chorong's dead here. If we go back, we see him getting dashed by Vindime, the main support, and Proper is very quickly laying in the damage. So Chorong's fallen into a trap. His own good whip shot lands him into Proper's trap here. As that's going on, O2 Blast flips a switch. They use Transcendence, they use Flux, and get a lot of damage on the tank line here of Talon, and they are all healed up. Where's Proper at? Well, after killing Chorong, I'm not sure where he's at. The fight continues, and the next thing you see is that Proper has killed Otto. Otto is at full health before this. If we back up, essentially at full health, and Proper, as soon as he gets the kill, he's straight on to Otto, who is on the high ground, and takes him down. So we get back to his point of view. He's already up here across the battlefield, taking down man number 2. As the fight progresses, they're down 2 already. We see, he's going into the backline cleanup. Very nice, clean mechanics, tracking the enemy Sigma. It's Kane. And, essentially, the fight's, he's kind of already won him the fight. But hey, let's take a look at some of his Tracer mechanics and enjoy him. You know what? Why not land another one here? I mean, full cleanup, nice sticky, sick stuff. Junbin steals the kill. Tracer play, fantastic here. I promise you, I could show clips all day. Tracer is probably his best hero. Echo is also his best hero. I do think those are his 2 best heroes that he plays. Which, you know what? If I'm going to be good at 2 DPS heroes, those are probably the 2 I'm going to pick. In this clip, we see O2 Blast is up 2-1. They are actually doing quite well, looking for the full hold here. Heesang gets a very nice kill and then also a stick onto Merit. So he's saying, in his own right, he's not of age yet. I think he's still 16. Really, really good player, and he is the future of Overwatch sometime in the next year or two. That said, he's got a 2K. Merit did demech attack, so it's kind of, 4.5 v6 fight here. And Proper is stunned on the point. He's just been stunned by Chorong, but you'll see over here from the POV that Chorong is under a lot of pressure, and Proper helps finish him off. Just as he does that, you see Proper dashing through the side door, and he has just gotten an ult, and he immediately sticks Vigilante, so he has just taken out the entire support line. Attack had already been demaxed, so, why not have some perfect tracking to clean that up? While you're at it, reveal the enemy Sombra, and then chase and harass him down, while also pressuring the enemy Tracer. This is him pulling back a lost fight, forcing, I shouldn't say forcing the EMP, because, this is the last attack for Talon, obviously, but he single-handedly brought that fight back and, continued the full hold here. And he's doing that against what I consider to be top Overwatch League talent in Hisang, who will, if he continues on his current trajectory, will be a top player. If we pull up Proper's profile, you'll quickly see the hero pool tier scores that I have given him. First of all, S tier means top 3 to 5 in all of OWL, and A score means top 5 to 15, and B is OWL average. You can see those at the bottom. So for hero pool tier scores, I've given him an S for Tracer, S for Echo, and hey, why not an A+ for Genji, Hanzo, and Ashe, an A for Widowmaker, the Cowboy, Doomfist, Symmetra, and Reaper, and an A- for Pharah. Suffice to say that he is a hyperflex who can do it all, especially on the game's most important heroes. His weaknesses? Ha! He has none. As far as a quick summary, what I'll say about him is he has the levels of aggression that Sparkle does, where he can immediately take over the tempo of a fight and win it for your team. But unlike Sparkle, he can turn it down a gear when he needs to. He was Pelican's teammate for about 2 years, and I think Pelican's ability to either play aggressive or play a little bit more low-key, peeling for his team as needed, is something that Proper also has the ability to do. So what does OWL Talent have to say? I highly respect Avril's opinion and his analysis. And coming from Avril, he has said he is the most impressive player from Korea in the last 2 years, and that's Sparkle and Haxall included. Rookie of the Year, next year guaranteed. Usually on this channel, I'm bringing some kind of counter opinion or some kind of perspective that you may not have heard. This time, I am all aboard the hype train. I'm really excited for this, and frankly, if Proper is not the kind of player that can succeed in Overwatch 2, I'm not sure that's the kind of game that I want to watch. And that's probably the note to end on. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, you know what to do. I don't have to say it. More rookie analysis coming in the off season, and maybe some O2 Blast players, maybe some other O2 Blast players here shortly. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.